Hi, my name is Joong-Ha Park, and today we're here for K-Pop Together. K-Pop Together is a dance film project for young people from age 12 to 19 from The Place and Korean Cultural Center, UK. I was born in Korea and I came over to UK when I was 4. I'm with Senyo Dance Crew, that's spelled S-E-G-N-O, and we do a lot of K-pop dance and choreos from even Western songs as well. We have a YouTube channel, hope you check that out. So today, we're going to be doing a K-pop workshop. First, let's start with the warm-up, and then we're going to do a chorus choreo by LUNARSOLAR called Oh Ya Ya Ya, and I'm going to share you my top tips about the K-pop choreo. Let's go and have fun, yeah? Alright guys, we're going to start the warm-up. Just repeat after me what I do, just mirror what I do. So let's get going. Right, we'll do our arms. Now shoulder. And now forward. And now our neck, I'm just gonna go side, down, up, side, down, the other side, up. Okay, double speed, so 1. And round. Okay, the other side, so we go this side. Double speed. And round. Okay, now shoulder, right, left, right, left. And now we're gonna go right, left, right, left, right. Now chest, go up, side. Double time. Okay, now we're going to go around. Okay, now the other side, we're going to go. Double time. And round. Okay, now the hips. Front, side, back. Now double time. And round. Other side. Double time. And round. Okay, now we do our ankles. Other side. Okay, now our knees, just push up. Now we're just gonna go stretch like this. Okay, now we're just gonna jump. There you go. Jump, slide, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump, slide. And just give it a nice shake of your body, and that's the end of the warm-up. Alright guys, we're gonna do the LUNARSOLAR oh yeah 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 chorus. So the first move, we're gonna jump, both legs shoulder width apart, and I'm gonna point my right hand up. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the right version, so if you probably think it's going to be the left hand, but it's the right hand, okay? So right point up, both together, and it starts on the 7. So it'll be 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? On 8 we put our right hand down, and then on the 1 we start with the arms first. So the arm, right arm, gonna roll it around anti-clockwise, fist like this, and we stop here. So it'll be 1, and then you turn it back again clockwise, and 2. So it'll be 1 and 2, and the third one you hit it twice, but on the twice one you open your hand. So together it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then next part is the same but the opposite, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So together it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So make sure on the 3, 4, and 7, 8 is hands out, and then the 1, 2, and 5, 6 count is fist. So it'll be fist, fist, open hand, fist, fist, open hand. Yeah? And now for the legs. First we're going to simplify. Left leg starts. You bend it first, and when you bend it, your body will gradually lean to the right. So it'll be like 1, And the same again, right knee bend and lean to the left, 2. And then 3, 4, you bend your left knee twice, so it'll be 3 and 4. So it'll be 1, 2, 3 and 4. And same again, but this time opposite, it will be right, left, right, right. So again, from the legs will be left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right. Yeah? And now to add the extra leg, while you bend your right leg or right toe, you put your weight on your right toe and then you pivot and move your heel out while you do this with your left knee. So it'll be 1. It's like 1, and then same again, opposite. So left heel out, 2, and again, 3, 4. And this one repeats. So again, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when you bend your knees, make sure your heel comes up. So it feels like you're heel flicking. It's a heel flick. And arms and legs together would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? Now with this together would be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All good? After this, 7, 8, we go 1, we sway with my right arm to the right side. While this happens, your legs follow your arm. So it'll be right, left, and the count will be 1, and on the left, when I put my weight on my left, I just bounce, bounce. So it'll be 1, bounce, bounce, and then point. When you point, my left leg comes forward, and I move forward towards my finger, and then I cross, and I point towards the top side, diagonally, and I cross with my right leg forward. So it'll be cross, and then cross through my shoulder, touch my shoulder, left arm forward, then open, touch, and while this happens, your left leg comes out, like this, and then both your arms go to the right side of your hip. This is like a momentum to start. You want to spin. So when I spin, my left leg comes together with my right leg, and I just hop. While I hop, I'm already turning here. While this happens, both of my arms comes up to my head level, and you'll turn like this. Yeah? So it's more like a 2 jump. So it's like 1, 2. Like simplify it, yeah. So together from here, be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Bounce, bounce, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. Yeah? One more time. Let's add the extra beginning. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1. And on 1, just put your arms down. And 1. Yep. And after this, it's the same legs again. Starts on the left. While this happens, different arms. I move my right arm to my left shoulder and just shrug it off. So like a shrug. And this will be 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So on the 4, I swipe it to the right side like this. Make sure the right wrist bends as well. So it's like whoop. So it's 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7. On the next move, your right hand comes towards your hair. Kind of like shake your hair off and out like this. From after you spin, it will be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Yeah, 6 and 7. So this will be on the yeah, yeah, yeah when you hear it. But the count will be 6 and 7. Then after 7 and 8, you just come in position. 7 and 8, and swipe again, like this, sway. So 1, 2. This is like more of like an expression feel. So you can do other like poses if you want, but if you want to just copy me, that's fine. So I'll put my right hand up, sway up, and then down, and then afterwards it's the cat of this, you know this cat. So we start right wrist down, and while this happens, I put my right leg forward and left leg forward. So with the count would be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Again, 5, same thing on the 5, and 6, and yeah. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and yeah. So there's actually more time on the expression part. So after, let's say here. So let's start from here. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and yeah. On the 8, I just move my body along with my arm, and when I hit it, I just bend my knee a little, and then out like this. 8, and so again from here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and yeah. Let's try. I'll try with the music now, so get the clear picture. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and yeah. Alright guys, so that's the end of section 1. Take some water break, and we're going to start section 2 straight after. Okay, so now we're going to start section 2. So after we ended with this pose, right? So A and, they're going to say boom boom, and that's when I feel like they're playing the trombone. So here, I would left arm up, so it'd be boom, boom. So left hand up again, boom, boom, and on the boom, boom, second one, my left knee comes up, boom, boom, like this. So from A and then boom, boom, and then after this, left leg out, and while this happens, both your hands comes here to your chest, boom, boom, and chest open, chest close. So the count would be A and, 1 and, 2 and then here, right wrist on your right side of your head. What happens? Your left leg comes together, so right wrist on your left, or right head, and then left wrist on your left head, and then you just wiggle your head to the left first, so left, right, so left, right, and then afterwards, left leg out, and when your left leg comes out, your hands can come down towards your hip, side of your hips, and then you're like, when your left leg steps, your left hip comes out, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah? So on the 1, 2 is no hands, and on the 3, 4, you do a nice wave position. So I cross it left arm forward, then right arm forward on the second one. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Again, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this second part, hands down again, and then 1, 2, and this time you just point your finger towards you or towards yourself. It's like come here sort of thing. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Yep. So again from the 8 and, from 8 and, boom, boom, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So it'll be with the lyric, it's more on the lyric rhythm, so it'll be after 8 and, boom, boom, and ta, 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 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. Yeah? After this, on the and count, I punch my right arm forward, like palms facing upwards, and left arm is putting back, palm face forward. And when I punch my left arm forward. After the punch, I twist. So punch, twist, and punch, twist, like that. So and punch, twist, yeah? So and punch, twist, and then together, and I go around. It's the same thing like this, but it's just 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and when my right hand would touch my right head, 1 and 2, and my left arm comes down, and then while this happens, my chest opens up while my right hand touches my head, and then I close it like this. So it's pop, close, inside pop. So 2, 3, and then after this, my arms cross like this. So it's like a cross here and on your hips. And while this happens, on this, your left leg crosses like this, and then right step, and then same jump as the beginning, shoulder width, and your hips stay here. Now when you do this, then you do the shoulder groove, which is right, left, left, right, left, right, left. So when this happens, when you lean, your right hip comes out like this, and then this. So it'll be ta-ta-ti, ta-ta-tu, ta-ta-ta. Only 3 times. So it'll be ta-ta-ti, tu-tu-tu, ta-ta-ta. And then this bit is like your final pose. So after hip, 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 they do the cat pose again. So that's a cat pose, and this time, right arm out, then left arm out, and right arm goes in, and then point, and then that's the end of the chorus. So let's recap from the second section beginning. So after 8 and, boom, boom, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and a 6, and a 7, and an 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and the last 5 or 4 counts, it's just nice, relaxed 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. Yeah? So let's try the second section of the chorus. So it's a section. So let's start from the cap position. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that. Say one more time. Just one more time. Yeah. There. 5, 6, 7, 8, and okay, so now we're gonna try from the top again until all the way to the second part. Let's try without music first. So starts on 7 again. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. One more time from the top. I'll try without music first. Yeah. So, okay, from 7. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1. Yep. Now let's try with music. Five, 6, 7, 8, and Yep, and that's it, the end of the chorus. Alright, so guys, now we're gonna start making your choreo. So if it's like before chorus, I would start more heavy, because it's like a build-up to this. And then if it's like, if you want to choreo after the chorus, I would slow it down, because you done your chorus main time, so you want to slow it down. Like most K-pop, I know, they do like waves. I'll probably like do this sort of waves. So it's like head back and body roll. Or you can do side waves, so always head first. So your body is just following where your head's going. Yeah? Or just legs together and just do like a nice wave when you when you feel like you want to do slow wave stuff. And for heavy, I use a lot of I would smack it down on the floor like this, but it doesn't have to be always on the ground. So if I hit, I can hit it up. So my focus point would be coming here, or you can hard hit from the side, or you can also like chest pop as well, or you can just pretend you're like hammering something and you just go boom like this, and that's for like heavy stuff. And for like tick-ticks, like I said, this is more like intricate. So whatever you do, you can do simple. So if it's like a line, you can just go tick, 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 or the other way, or you can do it this way, more sideways. Or you can do the wave thing again, but you can just go tick, 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 or tick, or pivot your hips and your shoulders, so it's tick, 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 and even your head. So for tick, tick, ticks, I use a lot of my joints. So figure out on your joints, you can do your wrist as well. So a lot of on the joint movements for the ticks. Yeah, so the attitude one. So usually for me, I'll try to be like, be cool and stuff. So I'll just be like, yo, what's up, sort of thing. But so it depends on like what character you want to build. So that I'll probably, for this one, I think of more like sassy or you can be cool, hype, sort of thing, if you're not into the sassy type. So yeah, just use your hand around your face, like move it around, like stroke it. They do a lot of stroking their face, K-pop do. So expression like this, or just like, you can like angle it a bit, and then just like move your head around. They do a lot of head moves for like expressions. And also all just like, or point there, point here, so it feels like, so you get all like, like pretend you're hyping up the crowd like this. This is for like, just before the chorus start, I'll say this is a nice time to put the like attitude and gesture, because like you want to hype up before you start the chorus. Yeah, and then for like tips for the motifs, like if I want to take stuff from like the chorus, like little bits, like the cats, or even the boom boom, I'll just use it, but I'll just put like variations. So if this was one, I'll probably like maybe do a side, or just go around, sort of thing. Or trumpets, they're pointing up, you can point it down, or you can do like this, or sway, Think of all the direction, I call it, like geometry, I say. Like see all the angles, and you're like, oh, do I like this angle, this angle, this angle? Also like the circle, so don't forget the circle. And don't think about 2D shapes too much. There's always the flat shape as well. So there's this sort of shape, and then there's this sort of shape. So make it more 3D if you want. So sometimes you can it's okay to be 2D, but you can also like add this surface as well. Yeah? And that's my tips. So okay, now I'm just gonna show you like examples of me freestyling after the chorus. So you get some ideas from my moves. I'm gonna do like examples how I think K-pops do it. So let's try it. Yeah. Alright guys, gonna do some cool down now. It's very important to do cool downs so you don't get like pains and stitches afterwards. So let's do some like simple stretches. So I'm gonna put my toe up from here and just push it down. Hold it for like, I'll probably say 8 to 16 counts. Or whenever you feel like it's enough. And then the other side. Yep, and then I'll probably do this one as well. It helps. And I'll probably grab it here as well, so it pulls this. And do the other leg. And same. And now for the arms, just the elephant stretch, like you call it. And then connect it with this. So left arm, right elbow, and just pull it towards the left. And then the other side. And up. Yep, and then just, stretch it out with doing a star. I do this too. Thank you so much for taking part of the class. We can't wait for you to receive your dance film. Check out online this link for how to get involved.